Hey guys, today I'm going to teach you how to make a super easy crochet baby hat. So first thing you're going to do is make a slip knot, and then you're going to chain 25. This is a super easy beginner crochet pattern because all you're doing is single crochet and chaining. So now you have your 25 chains. You're going to start by chaining 1, and then you are going to single crochet into the back loop. So going into the back loop here, and then doing a single crochet, so pulling through the first stitch and then pulling through both. And you're going to do that across the entire row. Now I'm at the end of this first row, so again I'm still going in the back loop and doing single crochet. Now when you get to the end of your row, the last crochet is always a little bit tricky. So you kind of have to dig your hook to get that last loop, because if you don't, then you'll start decreasing and then your hat won't be even. So now that row 1 is done, you are going to chain 1 and you're turning your work. And now you're going to do the same thing, so single crocheting into the back loop. And you're going to continue this for 41 rows. Just a few reminders, kind of count your stitches every couple rows just to make sure you're still at 25. And remember to always chain 1 to start. Here we are at about 10 rows, so you can see the pattern starting to take shape. Here we are halfway, 20 rows. Now we're at 30 rows, almost done. And this total takes me about an hour and a half. And there's my 40 rows. Now I'm going to leave enough yarn to sew up my hat and give that a cut, and then you're going to pull that yarn through the last loop. Now using a darning needle, you're going to sew up the side. So you're going to start at the top, and then you're going to sew down and attach it to the starting tail. So I just line up my sides and I just go in one side and then in the other. Just a simple stitch down the side. And see the hat starting to come together and you finish to the end. So I'm just doing up those end pieces. And then I just tie this together. Now taking the longer of the tails, I use my darning needle, and now we're sewing up the top of the hat. So I just weave the yarn in and out in between the crochets, and then you pull tight together. It works out that I'm putting this yarn about every 2 crochets. Now that I've finished going around the top, I'm going to pull it nice and tight, and then I'm going to do a double knot. And then I'm just going to trim the ends. Now put in the hat right side out. I'm going to sew a pom-pom onto the top. This is optional, but I like to sew one on, so just using my dirty needle here, I made this pom-pom with a pom-pom maker. So I'm just going to put it in one side of the top of a hat, and then I put that other tail of the pom-pom through the other side. Now you're just going to tie those two tails into a double knot and trim. Now flipping the hat right side out, you have the cutest little baby hat. You just fold up that rim and then just kind of straighten it out. But there you have it. This is a good newborn size hat.